Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Nancy, and if you are new here, welcome. I am so glad you are here. So life has been loud. Life has been lifing. Our whole house is being repainted, and honestly, I didn't think a paint job could turn life upside down the way it has. Every room is in a different stage. Furniture is moving from one place to another. Boxes are everywhere. Plastic is everywhere. Dust is everywhere. Even if I clean, dust comes back. Every day feels like a different day because nothing is where it's supposed to be. I went into this thinking about the finished picture, fresh walls, a brighter home, a fresh start. I wasn't thinking about living in the middle of the process. Maybe I thought that it was just gonna be like an overnight thing. I was simply tired of the process, and I think that's something many of us experience in our daily lives. Different seasons of life. Sometimes we don't really want to quit. We just want the process to stop feeling so heavy. That it's amazing how much peace can be connected to our routines. The little things we hardly notice suddenly become the things we miss the most, like making coffee without moving boxes, cooking without moving around furniture, walking into a room that actually feels finished. Those ordinary moments are gifts we don't always appreciate until they are interrupted. So, standing in the middle of this renovation has also made me think about life. Like sometimes it can be your adult child you are praying for. You know something is happening, but you can't quite put your finger on it. You encourage them, you pray for them, and yet there's still that feeling that something deeper is going on. Sometimes it's our own lives. We are trying to grow. We are asking God to change our hearts. We make progress, and then old habits seem to come knocking again. Sometimes it's marriage, sometimes it's work, sometimes it's finances, sometimes it's simply becoming the person God is shaping us to be. And in every one of those seasons, it can feel like things are falling apart. But here's what I'm noticing with this renovation thingy. The paint isn't exposing the walls. The process is exposing me. It's showing me how I respond when life interrupts my plans. It's showing me what still frustrates me, but it's also showing me how much God has already done. A few years ago, I probably would have handled this very differently. The chaos would have stolen my peace. The frustration would have spilled into everything else. But this time, the house is still messy. The routines are still interrupted. Some days are still exhausting, but I'm responding differently. Not because the situation is easier, but because somewhere along the way, God has been quietly doing a work inside me. Sometimes we don't recognize healing while it's happening. Sometimes we only see it when life places us back into a situation that used to trigger us and we realize it doesn't have the same hold on us anymore. That has been one of the biggest blessings hidden inside this renovation. We have lived in this house since 2011. It has taken care of our family for many, many years. So this isn't about chasing perfection. It isn't about having the nicest house. It's simply about taking care of what God has already given us and making it feel fresh again. While we are looking at the dust, He's looking at the finished room. While we are focused on everything that feels out of place, He is focused on the person we are becoming. And maybe things aren't really falling apart. Maybe they are being taken apart so that they can come back together in a healthier, stronger, and more beautiful way. So, if you are walking through a season that feels messy, if your family feels under construction, if your marriage feels under construction, if your work or your finances or even your own heart feels like it's under construction, don't lose hope because of what you see today. For the enemy whom you see today, you shall never see again. And sometimes his most beautiful work happens in the middle of the mess. Thank you so much for spending your time with me. Hopefully in my next video, I will be able to show you guys the final results of this painting project. Pray for me. Pray for me, guys. But until then, thank you for watching and have a beautiful day. Have a blessed week, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.